Hey Aries, welcome into your reading. Okay, we're going to read for the mid part of like July already. Wow, this is just like this year is like flying away. All right, what's the situation for mid July for Aries? So we got all the fun planets doing all the fucked up things. I don't mean to laugh, but it's serious in a sense that yeah, situation for Aries, please. Trust though what's happening, guys. This is like the month, this month, probably, and August too. This is the implosion month. And it's not just for Aries, it's for the whole entire collective. You've got Neptune coming into Aries. You have Uranus going into Gemini. You have also Mercury going retrograde along with Neptune. Then you have Saturn going into Aries. I know I sound like a crazy broken record, but these particular planets that influence you, Aries, is just, it's making you work on a sense of crashing everything that you know, right? And it's like a restart for you. It's almost like who you were 20 years ago. So do you remember the baby Aries that you were when you were like graduating high school or college or whatever, and the world was your oyster and you saw the world with bright eyes, and you didn't care, or you gave zero fucks to anybody that came in your way because you just didn't care. You just thought that your path and your journey was endless with endless possibilities. That feeling is going to come back now. I know it's a little scary because you're going through some transitional stuff. And I'm sure that's what this influence is doing, but it's also forcing you to think about your happiness. It's literally forcing you to decide what belongs in your world. Is this the right career for you? Is this the right person for you? Because this is also a month that the whole collective is being tested by the universe. Are you sure this is what you want? This is the person? This is your dream boat? Are you going to sail off into the moonlight with this one? Are you sure? Because if that's what you want, we'll help you back it. But if this looks like an uphill battle and you're not so sure, you got to get sure. All right? And I already see you doing that. That's why I had this big speech. I'm sorry, like a whole 2-minute intro. It's because of this reason. 8 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. Let's break it down, right? The 8 of Cups. There you are, Alice. You stack some cups up in front of somebody's door. So when they open the door, they see your cups. And they say, you know what? In your face. I'm leaving because this shit is dry. You literally sucked every ounce of my life out of these cups. But you know what? Feel free to fill them up. Or knock them down and I'll never come back. This is somebody that you used to have fond memories with from your past. 6 of Cups. So, of course, you're going to have some exes, ringing the doorbell or calling you. Not everyone, but a lot, because it's Mercury retrograde. This could even be you doing this energy. But I see you walking away from your past. And maybe you're just finally saying to yourself, enough. I need to make a new life. When you were younger, that 20-year-old Aries in you didn't give a shit. Like, oh, that ended? Okay, I'll make something new. No big deal. But, as we go through life, we create baggage. Our suitcases get filled with, like, shit. Shitty people, shitty relationships, shitty jobs, shitty circumstances, bad opportunities, things like that. And those things weigh on you when you make life choices as an adult. Well, now you're going to go back to being like, you know what? Let's start from scratch. Empty suitcase. Throw this shit in the well. But you're sitting here pausing and reflecting where you will place your time and effort or money. We'll see. Let's continue. So you are leaving, but you are reflecting if you should keep pursuing that thing that you're leaving. What's coming in for Aries, please? All right. Justice, which is Libra energy. And 2 of Wands. All right. So you do have some justice coming in. This is karma correction. This is when your person comes back to correct their mistakes or whatever. But you're already at the 2 of Wands. So when you actually left with the 8 of Cups, now you're at the brink. You're at the top of the hill and you're about to move forward into your future. You're looking out there and you're saying to yourself, what else is out there? But this is because justice is coming in for you. I wonder what it's going to look like when we clarify, but you're still holding on. You're still holding on to that seed of hope. I'm not sure that something is going to resolve itself because you got justice. But usually justice comes in a way where like, okay, Aries, this is time for course correction. You're showing me that you want proper love. You want healthy love. You want this career, that job. We're going to help you back that. Let's continue. Some of you could be also saving money for a rainy day, for a certain situation. What is it that Aries doesn't see coming their way, please? Five of Wands. Challenges, blocks, obstacles, issues, and fighting. Can also be competition. But it's placed here with the Three of Swords. And you at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. You're the one that's being emotionally mature. You're the one that's being emotionally available. You are doing the right thing, Aries. You are. So trust your instincts and your gut, okay? Now, through these because of these challenges, these hassles, whatever they are, these problems that you're having, or even some of your memories, it's profound pain and you're going over it. In a way that's also, I want to look at it in a positive light, honestly, Aries. This pain is coming to your surface. And when this happens and it's in our consciousness, we heal a lot faster. We acknowledge all these wands. Each wand represents the bullshit in life. This person over here who's challenging you. This person is challenging you. That person is challenging you. That circumstance is challenging you. That coworker, that job, that friend, that sister, that brother, that annoying next door is challenging you. And the more you think about it, the more it makes you feel pain. All right, profound pain, but maybe that's good because now you know what it is and you can heal it. So when this presents itself again to you in the future, you don't need to go about it in a way where, no, fuck you, get away from me. Not that kind of vibe. More like this, the Queen of Cups, emotionally mature. I'm available. I'll hear you. I'll be with you. But, if you start stepping over some boundaries that I've created for my well-being, then I'm just going to politely back away. So it's kind of one of those vibes. What's the advice here for Aries, please? Ace of Swords, exactly. Ace of Swords is new beginnings. You are on the precipice of a new beginning, Aries. Moreover, with the Ace of Swords, it's meant to be, oh, wow, really on the brink of a new beginning. Ace of Wands. And check it. Now you have the King of Wands. Somebody here who's going to be also emotionally mature and available like you. Could be a water sign too. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Devil was on the floor. Capricorn energy. Now, with the two aces, you do have two opportunities that are coming in. All right. And they are telling you, look, you have to be fair, honest, and balanced. You have to put all your cards on the table and be honest about things. Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning. It can also be a passion project or somebody you just met. So usually when I see aces in the advice position, these are golden opportunities that you could take advantage of. However, the Devil being here, it's telling you be careful. That this isn't like another yo-yo. Spin down, spin up. Another go round of the same situation. Another round of this. Make sure it's not that. All right, because that's what the Devil does. The Devil presents us things that look great on the surface, but it comes with strings. Make sure that's not what this is. All right, so it's asking you, make sure you don't repeat a toxic pattern, cycle, etc., or fall for another toxic person or environment. Now, with that said, let's see what the outcome is. And this will be interesting when we clarify and see what the deal is over there. Outcome of the week for Aries, please. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, and the Eight of Wands. So you are finally taking some action plans, like whatever it is that you're dreaming up or thinking about or doing, whatever your plan is, you're taking action steps towards it. At least that's what's kind of happening here. And I know this has a lot to do with Neptune and Uranus, especially Uranus, because it's a disruptive and destructive Neptune planet, but then Uranus and Gemini, all your concepts, all your thoughts and your feelings, the way you communicate, the way things were for you, all of that changes now. And now you're taking a second glance at what you really want for the next 5 years of your life, 5, 10 years from now. What does your retirement look like? What does your love life look like? What does your kids' retirement look like? I don't know. You get my point. You're starting to look ahead and say, well, I guess that's where I want to be, but while I'm in the journey of getting there, how do I remain happy and not think about there? I want to be happy here, presently, today, and go on and, chop wood until I get to this goal. And feel secure and safe. You will. Because I see you taking action plans towards that. And you're going to move forward slowly, but cautiously. But I love the Knight of Pentacles. If you want to be slow and steady, great. And that's what Capricorn in Aries is doing to you. It's forcing you to be slow and steady, wins the race type of deal. You're using traditional methods. You're laying down the framework. You're putting up building blocks. You're starting to make those moves. I get it, because right under that is the Nine of Swords. You're going to be stressed and having anxiety over a reconciliation or dealing with somebody. But I see good news back there, guys. Just keep doing that thing you believe in. That's the biggest part of this takeaway of this reading. Keep doing what you believe in. Keep going there. All right, let's see what's going on, Aries. Thank you for the comments and the feedback, by the way. I do read everything whenever I can, whether I'm sitting on a bus or something, or I'm on the train, or I'm like, while I'm commuting, I'm reading everything. All right. Now, what's the situation? Or I'm sitting in a hallway waiting for my daughter to come out from like some kind of practice. I'm reading everyone's comments. And I'm loving the community, by the way, how you're all helping each other and you're all talking to each other. All right. 8 of Cups, 6 of Cups, please. So a lot of you may have walked away from a marriage or a commitment that just was not satisfying you anymore. So it's as simple as that. Can be also a job that, yes, maybe it was paying you a lot, but it was also toxic for you. It wasn't satisfying you. 8 of Cups. So this is what's going on here. But I love it because you're going to this place. You're going to the 4 of Wands and you're recreating new structure, a new path, a new journey. You're just like right now, it's like, I don't know if you ever watch those like adventure shows or movies or something like that. And this is the part of you where you're just going through like slow, sluggish mud. But once you get through the muddy field, yes, there's going to be another challenge, but you're also going towards a goal. You're going to win this thing called life. All right, let's continue. 2 of Wands, Justice. Oh, man, I really can't wait to see your August readings. This is going to be exciting for me. Knight of Cups and Justice. Damn, I love that. Thank you, universe. When I have 2 Justice cards here, you're getting course corrected. The universe is saying, I hear you, Aries. I see you, Aries. We're going to back you, Aries. And that's when I see justice. If this is literal, that means court. And it's in the upright position, so it means it's a fair, balanced, honest decision. So when this happens for you, you say to yourself, okay, what else is out there? Let's see what this future holds for me. Somebody comes in and talks to you. They say, hey, let's go for coffee. Let's go for a drink. Or, hey, can I call you? And you're either face-to-face or live. You're talking on an emotional level. That's the justice for a lot of you. And then after that happens, I think you wait for something to make your next decision to move forward. So I wonder if this circumstance is different from this circumstance, because what you don't see coming are these challenges, blocks, and obstacles, and it's something that's heartbreaking. Something heartbreaking at work could be the same, like where you put all your hard work, blood and tears into this job, and you weren't acknowledged. You weren't given like a fair shake. Things like that. The universe is saying, oh yeah? Well, I'm going to give you some justice by giving you another job. Or I'm going to give you a justice by giving you another opportunity with these aces that I see here. Because that thing, one, they don't deserve you. And two, how else am I going to show you to open up your eyes, Aries, to tell you, you know what? You got to make moves. You don't want me to give you the tower and then you're forced. Five of Wands, Three of Swords. Clarify, please. Page of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles. All right. I feel as if you guys were putting in some form of stability, because I see you being nurturing, kind, and caring here. And from your position, you are being defensive. Not saying that's wrong. Just saying here you are resisting someone or something for your worth and your value. And that could very much be in a relationship or at work. Because each wand that's attacking this person here is coming up with them with their own issues. Let me tell you, I don't tell people my moves because there's always somebody out there that wants to watch you fail, whether it's in love or work. I say nothing. Next thing they know, they haven't seen me in like a year and a half. What are you up to? Not much. But then they see my success online because I'm not saying anything. My moves show my results. And why am I telling you this, Aries? Because that's the same thing that you're going to start implementing too, whether you see it or not. And this is what I mean by Uranus in Gemini, because it's making you and it's forcing you to think in different patterns in different kind of ways. Plus, with Capricorn, it's putting that structure in it. So you build this, timeline, this plan. So you are fighting for yourself here. This card. You are fighting for yourself. You're like, I'm fighting for my stability and for me to be okay, for my friends and my family and myself. Some situation has gone as far as it can go. Maybe some of you are dating or seeing somebody a lot younger than you, or this relationship has gone as far as it can go and it needs to go to the next level. And it's heartbreaking that you know that you have now completed something that is beneath you or below you. And now you're looking at it and you're like, man, damn, I had so much hope and faith into this thing. I got to look at it for what it is. What are the two aces and the devil, please? The Eight of Wands in reverse. Remember earlier, here the other deck, you have the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck where I was saying, oh, you're going to take action and you're going to start going back and forth and this and that. Again, with the devil, it's saying you have to take action against whatever this energy is with the devil there. Whatever it is that's toxic. Because, you don't want me to keep repeating my stories for you guys where I'm like, the devil doesn't do things to us. We do things to us. We do. We allow them into our world when we know better. And it's us thinking negatively, or our perspective is glass half empty kind of shit. And not taking any action towards it with the Eight of Wands in reverse. Interesting. What else is the devil? Do you mind showing me, Spirit? Yeah, it's about unrequited love or runner-chaser dynamic and you trying to manifest something that's, I don't think is for you, Aries. Something that you need to make a judgment call and you're not doing it. That's as clear as it could be for me. Okay, what are the two aces? Ooh, the Empress. Wow, strength. And the Ace of Swords, again with the Ace of Swords. You best believe the universe and spirit guides are trying to work on your behalf right now. You have two major arcanas here. Strength is trying to tell you, you need to use your resilience right now, Aries. All the strength and the might that you have. And the Empress, you know your worth and your value. You could do anything you want to do. Period, the end, goodbye. I want that to sink in. You literally could do anything you want to do. When you put your mind to it, it's a done deal. You want kids? I don't care if you're male or female. You're going to have it done. You want to have a particular job or company? You're going to have it done. You want that job, that position? You're going to have it done. That is the energy we're talking about with the Empress. Because the Emperor, which you naturally are, is somebody who creates things, right? In their mind, they're innovators, they're pioneers, and they're leaders, all right? And they boss up. But the Empress, the only other energy that could possibly match the Emperor, the Empress makes it literally happen, physically, okay? She brings it into your 3D world. That is you. Along with the Strength card, you have the resilience to do whatever you want, all right? And the Ace of Swords, as long as you properly communicate and you go out there and you state things clearly, it should be looking good. I think it's basically putting your cards on the table. This is what I want. That's it. And then I think somebody comes along and says, okay, Aries, I think I like you. I like your idea. Or, you know, your lover or person is like, you know what? I want you too. Unless you guys are at this point where you're like, this shit, I'm going to the new person. Don't try to manifest the situation that was like runner chaser. What the hell is that? Knight of Pentacles. Clarify. Judgment. You needing to make a final judgment call. You're moving slowly. You're moving like molasses, but I think it's because you're avoiding making some kind of decision, which you have to make. I see this King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and I see you, the Queen of Swords. You're thinking, feeling guilt, regret, but then I see wish fulfillment. I see stress over a decision. But this king is available because they're in the upright position. So if you want them, you can have them. All right. Aries, please. It's kind of what I told you about when I saw the Empress. If you want something, you can make it happen. Well, it's the same thing in love, making the effort. You want this love life to thrive, you've got to make the effort. If you are single, you have to put yourself out there. Stay optimistic about your love life, all right? Because I think you're in a moment of transition. You're obviously leaving, and then you're moving forward slowly, and you're making final judgment calls, but at the bottom of the deck, I see somebody. I'm not sure if it's a new person or the same person here, but they're definitely telling you do not repeat cycles. Members, I'm going to see you over at the extended regarding this so we can, you know, get down and dirty with that. Moonology, what say you? Since like yesterday, or I don't know if it's yesterday or today is the full moon in Capricorn, which is yikes, but okay. Aries, please. Okay, none here. Aries, please. Let me just shuffle them. One card for Aries, please. If nothing comes out, I'm going to use another oracle deck. Well, that answers that. What about Shadow and Light? Ugh, I don't read these because they're a little long, but you know what? Hey, the universe wants to give you a message. Who am I to stop them? Shadow and Light, Aries. Holy mama. No, too many. You better break it down. At least we know where it wants me to read from. Aries, please. There we go. Thank you. Oh, wow. Yes, they were really pining for this card. Oh, loneliness and connection. Oh my God, this is going to have great messages. I'm almost certain of it. Let's see. All right. Feeling lonely isn't always caused by not having people around us, but by the lack of meaningful connections with the people in our lives. So even though you might have a lot of friends or you meet a lot of people on a daily basis, you can still feel alone. Maybe the feeling arises when you realize there is no one to whom you can tell your inner secrets, nobody that you can confess your pain, or nobody there that genuinely celebrates your success and happiness with you. Oh, I feel that card. This card encourages you to look at the connections you have set and see if there is anything you can do to improve them to make them deeper and more genuine. Interesting. Casual connections are easy to make, but deeper connections are more meaningful and make us feel more fulfilled. So instead of fearing getting close to others, see if you can lean in and nourish the relationships that you have. You have the ability to steer conversations in different directions. If someone is telling you about an experience they had, you can choose your questions and have them elaborate on how they were feeling in the moment, what they learned from the experience, or what was the best versus worst part about it. Or you can choose to focus on the more factual side of the story, such as where or when where they would like to go. Start to be a bit more observant in your communication with others and see if you can notice opportunities for your connections to grow stronger that will leave you both a little less lonely and a little bit more fulfilled. I love this card. It was so meant for you. This is so interesting because the other day I was asking my doctor, it was the end of my visit, and had this doctor for 15 years. Never did I ever before, and I don't know why I didn't, but I should have. I was like, oh, so what made you get into this particular practice? And she started telling me how I actually wanted to do cardiology, and then I did my residency, and things just changed for me. And you know what was interesting? Not only did she share that moment with me, she also made me realize that I learned a lesson from listening to her. I thought it was fascinating, to hear how she was going on one path and then something changed and she fell in love with something else and changed her path for the rest of her life. And I'm like, wow, I can't believe I never spoke to this person before like that. So you can make the connections with the people that you currently have in your life now, Aries. And that's why you're also getting similar cards here that are saying make the effort. It's interesting. Cards don't lie. All right. And they know who they got to go to, which cohort they need to go to, and who needs to hear what. For those of you who stuck around this long, thank you. Everybody else, I'll see you next week.